to be truthful, it looks a little bit like a dodgy sex toy. Is it all good, YouTube? It is. Mate, and welcome to Great Wall Fitness. Now it's in the title and your Sue's putting up. What's the title, Sue?
Your first grip comp.
First grip competition. Yes, a lot of people have said, what's a grip competition? Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, I sort of stumbled upon doing a grip competition. Now, first of all, about a year ago, I injured my wrist badly with a fall at work. So I started doing a little bit of rehab with it, and I've always liked doing grip work within my routine. And then my old mucker from YouTube's past, Miles Phillips, he did a competition done by Gods of Grip. And I thought, I'm going to give this a bash. So, I entered their Summer Games 2023. And this is hosted by Tom and Laura over at Gods of Grip. They also do the implements for grip training. And we'll go through them because, as it says in the title, Summer Games, what did it do, love?
Pissed it down.
It absolutely pissed it down.
I don't think I've ever been so cold.
And it was outdoors as well, so there's not much footage. There's footage of the lifts, but we're going to sort of explain, because a lot of people in comments from my shorts have said, what is this all about, grip training? So we're going to go through it. So the first event was, love?
Was the mid-ridge.
So the mid-ridge is this little fella here. So basically, as you can see, all you're gripping onto is basically a pencil.
Yeah, because you can't
grip round it. All you can do is grip that little bit there.
It's like a pinch, you know.
So this really is for the rock climbers. You will be humbled by the rock climbers. The big guys, obviously with the thick fingers, you just cannot grip it. And the women with the smaller fingers, they're going to grip it much better. Well, they gripped it much better than me.
Yeah, after they filed the nails down, that was.
Yeah. Now, there was 19 competitors, 15 men, 4 women. And I came in this one.
Well, overall?
Overall? Well down the bottom.
Well down, you were 15.
Yeah, 15, because I messed up my last lift. Now, this is... I lifted, was it 7 kilograms or something like that?
Yeah.
You really will be humbled with this one. Yeah, people half your size, like I say, the rock climbers will wipe the floor with you. And I think there was a world record.
There was a world record. Joe Sterling.
20 kilograms, was it?
Yeah, 20 kilos, 20.1 kilos.
Yeah.
So it was a world record. And
yeah.
Actually, Emma Hunt as well, hers was a woman's world record as well.
Yeah. So I was in good company.
She lifted 11.7 kilos.
A lot more than me, yeah.
But it is a bit tactical, because this was your first comp, so you didn't kind of know. You've only got 3 attempts.
Yeah. And my last attempt, I went way too heavy. I've not built up the calluses and the finger strength. This is, like I say, one for the rock climbers. So the next event was...
The triple barrel.
The triple barrel, which is this bad boy. So basically, it looks like... sort of like 3 toilet roll holders. Yeah. So you can grip it that way with your thumb, obviously, or you can sort of hook it. Now, I found hooking it a lot better, but this was a newish implement that they'd brought out, and I did reasonably well in this one.
Yeah, you came 6th.
So I trained on this one. I've only been training for the competition for about 4 weeks, so I actually bought one of these and did reasonably well on this one. I was quite confident on this one.
Yeah,
so mid
44.3 kilos.
But again, the world record was gone.
Yeah, and Ryan Milo, 71 kilos.
Yeah, that's
Some going that.
yeah, that's way above my pay grade. Now that's 2 events, so there's 5 events in all, and the next event was...
The next event was the rolling handle.
Now, a lot of people will have seen this one. It's basically, for the men, it's a 60mm handle, and for the women, it's a 50mm handle. And obviously, it's going to roll out your hands. Now, this one, I did reasonably well again.
You came 3rd. You did get beaten by Claire on this one,
Yes.
but she did get a world record.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm not going to say because they have a small handle. That's by the by. Yeah.
You did 70.3.
Yeah.
And Claire lifted 75.2.
Which is a world record for the women. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So, again, another world record went. Now, this is more for the bigger guys, definitely. It's more of a your brute strength type of lift. Now, going on to the fourth event, which was
the dome.
The dome. Now, this was another new implement that Gods of Grip have brought out, and it's so basically, to be truthful, it looks a little bit like a dodgy sex toy, really. So obviously, you're trying to sort of hold it like that, or palm it. There was some weird and wonderful ways of lifting it. It was the squatting down and coming back up, and not everybody really got to grips with this one at all. It was another one for the rock climbers, this one. Obviously, another finger strength one. And I came, I think, mid-table again on this one. And was there a world record?
Yeah.
So another world record.
Yeah. Well, it's a new implement, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
yeah. I think it was it Joe again?
Joe Sterling.
Yeah.
14 kilos.
Yeah, he's.
And you lifted 9.1.
Yeah,
so.
he's head and shoulders. When it comes to finger strength, he was head and shoulders above everybody. So the last event was what they call the York Blob Run. Now, basically, if you think about the old-fashioned dumbbells, here's an X dumbbell. The actual end of a fixed dumbbell. If you've ever seen them years ago, York was the original ones to bring them out. And basically, it's the end of the dumbbell. So you just grip it and put it onto. There's 2 plinth heights. The first 6 ones go on the high plinth, and all the rest go on the bottom plinth. This was mostly sort of a wrist, forearm and wrist strength, because you sort of picked it up and you had to swivel to put it. It was. I didn't really get to grips with this one. Again, I think near the bottom.
10th again.
Yeah, mid table. There was sort of the third and the fourth to last blobs. They sort of separated. I'm not going to say the men from the boys. It was the men from the women. But again, I was beaten by Laura. Yeah.
And Claire did the same as you.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you decide to, I will put. Or Suzanne will put a link in the description for Gods of Grip. And if you're in the UK, they run
a grip league.
A grip league. Now that's finished now. The finals are going to be in a week's time. But at Christmas they do a Gripmas competition, which now I'm training for. Now the cons for me for this competition was I got into my head I need to be as big as possible. Which really is the opposite for me. I weighed in at, what did I weigh in at, Sue? About 111 kilograms, which is way too heavy. It's about 240, 242 pounds, which that's the heaviest I've weighed for about 6 or 7 years. Now I need to go the opposite way. I need to go down a category. So the categories are 83 kilograms and under, which is basically your rock climbers sort of type. Then it's 83 kilograms to 105 kilograms. So they're sort of your ninja warriors, CrossFit type of guys. And then you've got the 105 to 120 kilograms, which is your dad bod type, which is me. And then you've got your real big strongman guys, 120 kilograms and above. Now I need to drop down into the category for the 83 to 105 kilograms. So where did I come in my category, love?
You came first, love.
I came home with a win. And why did I came home with a win, Sue?
Because you were the only one that weighed in at that category.
Because I was the only one that weighed in that category. It was a bit disappointing. I figured...
By default.
So I won by default. As my daughter would say, I know you won, but technically you came last as well. So...
She knows how to put the dampener on it.
She does. So now I'm training for their competition at Christmas, Gripmas, and I've done pretty well in the last 2 weeks of training. My lifts are getting better and better. So, if this grabs your attention and wants you to pick up an implement that's bloody hard and frustrating to do, then this is a type of competition for you. So, on that note, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And what else, babe? Leave a comment and we'll catch you next time.